Hi, my name is Vicki Sylvain, creator and owner of the Shoe Beat and the VSS Report. And that's what motivates me. This story comes to mind. It was an early day in September in 1980. It was kindergarten picture day. My mother had laid out my favorite red outfit the night before, and my cousin was getting me ready. I told her, don't forget to put the puff puff thing on my face. You see, I'd watched my mom put makeup on, and she'd use this little round sponge with fur on one side, and I called it the puff puff thing. And she'd use it to apply her pressed powder. So she promised that that day, and only for picture day, would I be able to use the puff puff thing. So my cousin propped me onto the kitchen table, fixed my hair, and of course, put the puff puff thing on my face. I was so ready. Now, fast forward 26 years, I'm packing because I'm moving, and I come across this. It's a picture from that day. The memories from that morning come rushing to my mind. After about 15 to 20 minutes of analyzing the picture, I realized that I was no longer looking at her, but she was now looking at me. She had such a serious look on her face. You would have thought that as excited as I was that day, I would have had a grin on my face from ear to ear, but it was just, the demeanor is just so serious. It's pondering. So many things on the mind. So I feel like she was looking at me and asking me, so it's been 26 years since we sat for this photo. So what have you done with our life? I'm listening, bring it. So I felt like I needed to come up with all of these yes moments to impress her. So I'm like, at 16, we got our license. Oh, and we won first place in the science fair in 8th grade. Graduated high school, graduated college, got our first job with benefits, got our first car. And I formed a nonprofit organization to help people learn English and help kids understand the college process. So I felt like, again, I needed to make this story really full and happy for her. I felt like I needed to make her proud. See, while I was doing this, I was thinking about all of the times and how much effort we take that we put into making other people happy, into pleasing other people. And at the end of the day, we don't owe them any explanation. I owe her an explanation. It was her life. It was her hopes and dreams that she started out with, and it was my job to make sure I fulfilled them and honored them. So when I think about it, from that moment on, I decided that I needed to live on purpose. And I needed to make sure that I was fulfilling her dreams, fulfilling her hopes. And I made a conscious decision to be more cognizant of my actions, my choices, the people I allow in my life. And so that basically keeps me going. So at the end of the day, that is what motivates me. As far back as I can remember, our house was always used as a safe haven. Families that needed help with babysitting, all the way up to women who were trying to escape domestic violence issues in the middle of the night. When those situations came up, I felt like I needed to be helpful. I needed to be useful. So I'd go and get blankets and sheets, even Band-Aids. But it made me feel like I was doing something. It's only natural that I would have launched a survival kit project for Haiti. Because I felt like I needed to be able to provide some support to women in this very difficult time of this earthquake, this massive earthquake. With the Shoe Beat, it was not only to provide women with a fashionable bag, but ultimately the goal is that once demand increases and we need to move production, the objective is to go to Haiti. To be able to provide women with an opportunity to have a job, to be able to sustain themselves as well as their families. See, a lot of times, we all know, when you're working in the world of community service, you get a lot of accolades and people are congratulating you. And again, I still get a little shy about it. However, it's encouraging. So there are moments when I'm receiving an award, I have to be honest. I see that little girl in the audience. I see her doing a little Hercules clap, beaming with pride. And I feel that I am honoring who she was as a child and who I've grown to be today. So when I think about making her proud, that is the path that I take. And that is the decisions that I make, and the reason why I know that I'm living on purpose.